G'day traders, just doing an update on Bitcoin, where we're at the moment. Just want to have a bit of a closer look at where we're at. I'll just get rid of, actually I'll just go on the weekly chart, 2 seconds. And I just want to show you something that I'm seeing on the weekly chart. So here, I just kind of drew trend lines back from here going backwards actually. And anyway, so we can kind of see that we've got support back here, and we've kind of broken up here, and we've got, a line there, and so far that's where we're at the moment at this price now. And so also coming from the top down, we've got bounce on support, breakthrough, and now we're up at that same point there at resistance. Another thing that I can see as well is that when we're actually, and this happens very often, just like this here. So we've got high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then breakthrough, the previous one here. But usually what will happen is like that will become support. Look at that, it just did. I'll just draw this line here just quickly. So usually support becomes resistance. And if we just have a look here, so we've got support here, breakthrough, resistance, bang, resistance, perfect looking doji, reversal. And then that's an evening star at above the 50 and failed at the 50. Perfect looking short. Anyway, we're breaking through, and now we've come up, and we've got the same again. Support, breakthrough. Now we're at resistance at the previous. Even though it's long, this can that can be 2 years long and it'll still work. Oh, look at it. It pretty much is. So we've got from 22 up to almost to 24. So now going along here, this is the same as this trend up here. So we've got support, breakthrough the support coming down. Now we're back up into, support. Now we're back up to the same line, which is now resistance. So we've got resistance from this line here, and we've got resistance from this line here. And we've got the candles that have gotten smaller on the way up. We're in the overbought condition. There's a few negatives about it, but we need to make some plans for potential of what it may do. So as we can see, the Bitcoin seems to be going sideways and up, and at this stage here. So if we do break this line here, I'm just looking for potential entries and a game plan for going into this, just in case. Personally, I think that it's looking like, because there's so much selling that's going on here. I'll just go through some of the selling just quickly. So just having a look back here at the selling here that happened here. So even though we're buying, like this is a full candle, like there's a lot of people that bought in this one here. Now this one here is a problem because it's about 30% sold off, massive volume. And then we've got an indecision day, and then the same thing happened here, but about 45% of people sold off. Now they were selling right at the start of the rally, and then it had confusion, complications, tried to, but failed. This is the result of the beginning selling. This is big money selling into retail traders. So the whole time, retail traders were thinking, yes, we're in a bull run, yep, buy. So they're buying. Now remember, we've probably got, let's say we've got 100 grand in there, or, $1 million or whatever, or 10 grand, whatever, who knows what it could be, but our money is nowhere near what their money is. So if they were a central bank, they've got like, say $10 million this week to invest somewhere. And the problem is that they're going to get another 10 million next week to invest somewhere. So they can't just kind of have this sitting on the sidelines and just kind of wait for this thing to build. So it's gone up to here, and then retail traders buying, while big money selling. And then anyway, this is the result from this selling that started over here. Now let's just have a look back at where we are right now. So here we had a 50% selling, on this one here, massive big volume, but there's a lot of people here, big push, and then here's the massive big push, which was quite good actually. A lot of people were in that one there. This one here, massive volume, but have a look at it, 50% or more sold out. If you have a look at the wick on that one there, let's just have a closer look. If you have a look at the wick on that one there, like that's a massive volume, almost compares to this one here. But there's more than 50%. There's more than 50% of wicks in this one here. Then we've got another green one there that's pushed up a little bit on big volume again. It's above average volume, and have a look at it again. There's massive amounts of selling happening in these two candles here. And then we've got a Harami basically saying that the buying has stopped. That's what Harami means. And then we've got a hangman. So we're in the overbought condition. So, like down the bottom, this would be a hammer. Up above, it's a hangman. And then we've got a shooting star because we're in the overbought condition. And then we keep on going up, and we've got dojis, indecision. We've got another hangman there, and engulfing there, very low volume. And then we've got two dojis. This doji here I like. Usually this is this is perfect indecision. So basically, now we've got another one of these. Basically pay attention to the dojis when they're at the top, especially when they're at the top, because this will usually mean reversal. I'm quite surprised that there wasn't any more of a reaction from this one here, but in any case, there's massive indecision that's happening up in these levels, and And so putting a game plan together for what could potentially, or what we should be looking at is if this does break through. So I'd like to be going short on, on the first sign of this. So if I get a proper reversal entry and it closes below the 9, I'll definitely be going short my stops above. But one thing that does concern me a little bit is having something that that will open up here and go above and hit this same line again that these two have hit and hit it somewhere up here. So, if this pushes up and then comes down and creates, say, a shooting star, I'll definitely be shorting that. But the only problem is, if I was to go short somewhere in here now, that tail end would end up stopping me out. So I don't really want to do that. So if it does, every now and then, this could break out, pull back, and then take off for a while. Who knows? Bitcoin could do absolutely anything. But these signs here, we need to read these signs and have a look and see what these signs are saying, because they do create a result, and we can see from that result there that's what happened. And here we've got the same result again. So hopefully we're not going to go sideways for as long as what we did here. But there's problems up here. There's selling straight away. Now there's problems, straight away. We're trying to push high, and you can imagine the frustration from retail traders trying to buy, but every time they buy, it gets pushed back down from selling. Someone's selling. Who's selling up in these, massive high range areas? And it's not retail traders; it's big money that's selling up here. So this is the kind of result that I'm seeing. Or that I'm kind of picturing in my mind that we'll get a result like this. I could be completely wrong or completely out, but this to me is saying that this run up might go a little bit further, but I don't think it's going to last. And the only reason because I don't think it's going to last is because of, you have a look back in history of, when the candles form like this up the top, this hasn't had a pullback. This is an advancing wedge, which basically is tiring. Takes so much push and investing money to get it to keep on going up, even while there's indecision. So, if this was to take off to the high side, to me, it's looking like exuberance already. Take off to the downside will be a lot healthier for this bull rally if it was to take off. So far, well, also like a weak bull rally, to be honest. Anyway, traders, I'll probably leave it at that. All I'm after at this stage here is a close, a solid, a reversal candle and a close below the 9. That's what I'm actually expecting. If that doesn't happen and we get a massive big push up above here and we close above this line here, then I'll probably be looking for longs. But I'm you can't be going long in a situation like this. This has to come back down, go into oversold, and then we're going to be looking for longs. This here is not buying, but you don't buy in these kind of areas. Anyway, traders, I will leave it at that. I hope you have a good night, and have any questions about your charts, let me know, and we'll talk about them. Here's another thing. Look, coming straight back down to the 25. There's a lot of gaps down here below that have not been filled, and every other gap in history with Bitcoin has been filled. There's even gaps as low as 8,000. So and I know that sounds ridiculous. We're going to go from 35,000 down to 8,000. This is Bitcoin. It's a crypto market. It can do absolutely anything. All right, traders. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I hope you have a good night, and I'll talk to you again soon. See ya.